What's up, everybody? It's Angel, back with another prediction video. So this is going to be Fastlane predictions. Yes, I've been looking forward to this because just like I was looking forward to last year's Fastlane, but Angel, those cards didn't even look that great. Why are you looking forward to it? Because this year and last year they were the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania. Yes. Oh man. Just a little over 1 month until my third WrestleMania. Third. Man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how dope this is gonna be. But I'll talk more about WrestleMania stuff as that gets closer. But we're gonna go ahead and focus on this. Well, actually, I just want to mention one WrestleMania thing. Oh man, as much as I would love to, it looks like I'm not going to do what's it called, NXT. Oh man, it says on StubHub that there's only 86 tickets left, and the cheapest one is like $200 something. And so I was like, damn, I could only imagine the ones on the floor. I seen one in the front row that's like somewhere between 2 and 5,000. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna sit there anyway, but who knows? Hopefully, by the time the date comes closer, some people will be so eager to sell their tickets that they drop the prices on them. And I'm hoping the same happens for Raw tickets. I definitely want to do Raw. I've got my SmackDown after WrestleMania tickets, and I've got my two of my Access tickets already for 2 sessions. I decided to go ahead and get the VIP. I'm gonna wait a few more weeks to get my general admission tickets, but for VIP, I've got the Ric Flair and Charlotte one. I mainly bought that for Ric Flair because I didn't get the chance to meet him. Well, I did have the chance to meet him in September, but the chance was there, but I didn't take advantage of it. I was like, I'm making an adult decision, save some of my money, and hopefully he does WrestleMania Access. And hopefully he's still alive by then. I want to meet him before he passes away. I mean, obviously, and I know what you're saying. Like, Angel, why would you say that? Well, he's obviously going to pass away. We're all going to pass away sometime. But, yeah, I would definitely want to meet Ric Flair. Because he was at a Comic-Con convention I went to back in San Antonio, but I went on Friday. He was only going to be there on Saturday, and I think Sunday too, but just to meet him on Saturday, just to get in on Saturday, it was going to cost like $150 because it would have been $50 for a picture, $60 for an autograph, that's $110, and then $40 just for admission into the event that day. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to skip that, and I'm glad I did because the Ric Flair and Charlotte VIP ticket was only like $100. So yeah, I saved myself $50 right there. And I bought and plus, they throw Charlotte in there, so it's like 2 for 1, And I bought a premium VIP for Roman Reigns. Now, I know people are going to start shit on me for no reason just because I decided to meet Roman Reigns. But hey, I'll tell you what, don't tell me which wrestlers I can and can't meet, or I should and shouldn't meet, until you start paying for my tickets. Alright, just like I say, don't tell me what I can and can't post until you start paying this phone bill. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into these Fastlane predictions. So let's see. What matches we got? They got a U.S. title match on the pre-show, but most likely Kalisto is going to retain, even though I don't count my pre-show predictions unless it's WrestleMania. I don't know, did I count it for? Yeah, I think I did count it for WrestleMania. Or if the card is like, the main card is really short. But we got 6 matches on the main card here. I don't know if they're going to throw in one in the middle of the show, but let's go ahead and go over these 6 matches here. So we've got Kevin Owens putting the Intercontinental Championship on the line against Dolph Ziggler. So Kevin Owens won the title back this past Monday night on Raw. That was pretty shocking, but I'm cool with it. I mean, even though I like Dean Ambrose, I was cool with Owens winning it because, I mean, it makes it seem like Dean is more likely to win the match at Fastlane, even though I'm pretty sure Roman's gonna win. Well, I'll get more into that in just a little bit, but it was good to take the title off Dean. He had a good 2-month run with it, and now it makes the feud between um, Owens and Ziggler actually mean something, Because when I saw Owens drop down to just a regular mid-card feud with Ziggler, I was like, oh man. But then now that Owens has the title, it makes it mean something. So, but I think Owens is gonna retain. I will for sure go with Kevin Owens on that one. Next we've got let's see here. We've got Charlotte putting the Divas Championship on the line against Brie Bella. So Brie Bella, oh man, the emotional Daniel Bryan retirement, and she came out this past Monday night on Raw and was talking about, um, about Daniel Bryan, his retirement, and I think she was talking about her sister's road to recovery from her injury, and then Charlotte came out and interrupted the whole thing, started talking some shit, and they got into it. They got into a brawl, and now all of a sudden they're in a Divas Championship match. But Charlotte's gonna retain. I'm gonna go with Charlotte, and I've heard something about that. Brie Bella said that she is going to retire soon, possibly sometime this summer. I mean, it kind of makes sense, seeing as her husband's already retired, and I'm pretty sure they want to start a family. But yeah, so we'll see what's up with that. I've noticed a lot of Charlotte hate, especially from like really smart wrestling fans, and I'm thinking to myself like, so is she really that bad, or is she just a good heel? I think she's way better as a heel, to be honest with you. And I mean, she is a damn good wrestler in my opinion. But I will say that spear looks awful. I will say that. I honestly can't stand that spear. But other than that, I think she's a good wrestler. But of course, we all know who I'd like to see the Divas Championship on. Hopefully that happens at WrestleMania. No better place for that to happen at, and I get to be there. Anyone who's been watching my videos and following me long enough knows who I'm talking about. I'm going to mention her name, of course, in one of these predictions in just a moment. Then we've got Ryback, Big Show, and Kane versus the Wyatt family. So apparently it's all the Wyatts except for Bray. Bray is just going to be accompanying them, but he'll probably get involved somehow. So Big Show and Braun Strowman main evented Raw this past Monday, and then the Wyatts all started tagging Big Show, and then Kane and Ryback came out to help, and that was the close of the show. I honestly wouldn't have closed it with that, because I mean that's not going to go anywhere. It's going to die right here at Fastlane. They're just going to have the 6-man match that's going to die right here at Fastlane. But I think the Wyatts are going to come out with the win, and I think that won't be the last we'll see of the Wyatts for that night. I'll get into that, what I mean by that, in just a few. But then, alright, just want to mention this on the side. I noticed the tag team championships aren't on the line in this pay-per-view. So, I don't know, maybe that's going to be the, impromptu match that's added in the middle of the night, like they do for a lot of pay-per-views. They just go ahead and add a match in the middle of the night. Sometimes it'll be a title match, sometimes a non-title match, but who knows? The New Day could just come out cutting a promo, promoting the power of positivity, and basically talking about how they've been the most dominant tag team of the past year, talk about how entertaining they've been, talking all this shit. I don't know if this is confirmed yet, but then again, nothing's safe when it comes to wrestling on the internet these days. Everybody was talking about Sting was going to be at Survivor Series 2014, and he was. Everybody talked about, what's another one? The Undertaker was going to appear at last Battleground. And he was, even though I didn't really know about that because I was too busy that day and I was off social media up until Battleground, and it wasn't until after Battleground that I heard about those rumors about Taker showing up, and I saw the picture of him at the airport. So it was a huge surprise to me, but that's because I wasn't really on the internet that day. Um, there was people talking about Sting showing up during SummerSlam weekend, and he did. There was talk about AJ Styles being in the Royal Rumble. He was. Uh, there was talk about The Rock being at Raw the night after Rumble, and he was, but that was kind of obvious though. My point is, this isn't really confirmed yet, but then again, it could possibly happen because of how all these rumors get leaked. The New Day are cutting a promo at Fastlane, just talking about themselves and how great they are. And then a certain tag team makes their main roster debut. They get called up from NXT to be on the main roster. And it makes sense because they're not even on the card for TakeOver Dallas. And that tag team is... Yes, sir. There's a lot of talk that Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore are going to get called up to the main roster soon. There's talk about it happening at Fastlane, possibly the night after Fastlane. I can't wait to see that, to be honest with you. The most over tag team. Maybe the most entertaining for that matter. In my opinion, I take them over the New Day. That's just me though, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to Enzo and Cass coming to the main roster. I mean, some people, they're not really too sure about their gimmicks, but it's not really the gimmick that you have, it's about how you work it. Like Tyler Breeze, he has that gimmick that he has. He's had it since NXT. People are like, I don't know if it's going to work on the main roster. But I mean, so far, Tyler's looking okay on the main roster. I mean, he just got there though, but not really just got there, but he's been there for only a few months. But I can't wait to see Enzo and Cass up on the main roster. I guess Carmella will get called up with them too, so she can be their manager. It only makes sense. But yeah. Then we've got a tag team match, a Divas tag team match. 2 Divas matches on this card. So this one is Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks and Team Bad. So Sasha Banks pretty much says she doesn't need Team Bad anymore, Naomi and Tamina. And Team Bad were unhappy with that, went after Sasha, and Becky pretty much backed her up. So this is the reunion, I guess it seems, of that Team Bay, I suppose. They haven't called them Team Bay yet. Ever since they kind of reunited, at least not to my knowledge, but that's what it looks like to me though. But I think Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks are going to go over in this one. And yeah, I mean, just give them that momentum going into WrestleMania if they decide to do that Divas title triple threat over there, or even Fatal 4-Way and involve Paige. But we'll see. We've got Styles Jericho 3. So the night after the Royal Rumble, AJ Styles had his first, well, not his first singles match in WWE, but like his first singles match in WWE as, the AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Because I have seen him in WWE before, but, he wasn't the phenomenal one. He wasn't the worldwide sensation that we all know him as today. But, he's finally here. He had that match with Chris Jericho and won. Chris Jericho won the second match, and now we get a third one. This is going to be awesome, man. And I'm going to predict AJ Styles to go over the phenomenal one. There can only be one. I'm looking forward to that one, man. Then we've got our main event. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. Triple threat to determine the number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. You know, as obvious as this outcome seems, I actually think that the match itself could actually be really good. You know, even though the outcome seems obvious, I think this could be a really good match. So, you know, for the longest time, I always wondered, what would a Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar match be like? I would like at least a few minutes where, like, I don't know, Roman Reigns is laid out and just Ambrose and Lesnar go at it. At least a few minutes, you know? I mean, because, you know, you got Brock Lesnar, you know, the Beast, this badass motherfucker, and then you got Dean Ambrose, this motherfucker who's just out there. And, you know, he's going to take that ass whooping from Brock Lesnar, but he's not going to stay down. He's going to keep getting up. You know, that's why I want to see them go at it for at least a few minutes. But I think it's just about obvious that the Wyatts, they're going to cost Brock Lesnar the match, and they might carry him away, you know, like they did with The Undertaker, and I think they did it with Kane, too. And Dean is probably just going to be there just to be pinned, you know, and Roman takes the win. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Because, of course, if it's Brock Lesnar, you know, Brock's not going to take the pin or anything. You can't really have him do that after beating the streak and, you know, pretty much being, you know, hey, this is the most dominant motherfucker. Nobody can take him. This is the man that broke the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania. You know, that's why any of his so-called losses since then, they weren't really like clean in any way. You know, he lost to Cena at Night of Champions by disqualification because Seth Rollins interfered. What else? He lost the title at WrestleMania, but he wasn't in the winning decision for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins didn't pin him. The rematch with Seth ended in a no contest after The Undertaker interfered. You know, he pretty much beat Undertaker to begin with at SummerSlam, but of course, you know, the referee didn't see it, and The Undertaker used the heel tactics to pick up the win, even by winning by submission. Yeah, it's a submission. It goes down as a submission, but The Undertaker didn't tap out. You know, he gave The Undertaker the middle finger and then passed out, which I thought that was an awesome ending, man. I thought that was cool. It's like, is he gonna tap? Is he gonna tap? Fuck you! Like that's what I imagined. And Brock Lesnar like, fuck you! You ain't gonna make me tap. You gonna have to kill me first. That was an awesome moment, man. Especially when they both sat up and Brock's laughing and Undertaker like laughs back. That was dope. Oh man. What else? The Rumble, you know, he got eliminated after being just all out 4-on-1 assaulted by the Wyatts. So yeah, Brock's most likely gonna be attacked by the Wyatts, probably carried away, so he's nowhere near the ending decision for the match. And Roman Reigns is gonna pick up the win, go to WrestleMania, and face Triple H. So yeah, that's all that I think is gonna happen. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe. Do all of that if you are not soft. But yeah, last pay-per-view before WrestleMania, man. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get ready to go to WrestleMania. All right, guys. Good night. And as always, do you?
So get this dick, I'm living life in the fast lane.